Welcome back to Love Poetry Month here on the Porcupine Presents. Today's poem is Sonnet 73 by William Shakespeare, one of the most poignant meditations on aging, mortality, and love in the English language. In this sonnet, the speaker invites us to look closely at the signs of time upon his body and spirit, the fading of youth, the cooling of energy, and the quiet approach of life's winter. But this poem is not bleak. Instead, it shines with tenderness. Through acknowledging the limits of time, Shakespeare reveals something profound about devotion, how awareness of loss can deepen love rather than diminish it. After the reading, I'll share a short reflection on the sonnet's three powerful metaphors, how the poem transforms vulnerability into emotional intimacy, and why this exploration of aging remains just as moving today as it was in 1609. Let's listen. Sonnet 73. That time of year thou mayst in me behold, by William Shakespeare. That time of year thou mayst in me behold, when yellow leaves, or none, or few, do hang upon those boughs which shake against the cold. There ruined choirs, where late the sweet birds sang. In me thou seest the twilight of such day as after sunset fadeth in the west, which by and by black night doth take away, death's second self, that seals up all in rest. In me thou seest the glowing of such fire that on the ashes of his youth doth lie, as the deathbed whereon it must expire, consumed with that which it was nourished by. This thou perceivest, which makes thy love more strong, to love that well which thou must leave ere long. That was Shakespeare's Sonnet 73, one of the great love poems that dares to look directly at time, not with fear, but with clarity and gentleness. The poem unfolds in three stages, each metaphor drawing the reader closer to the speaker's inner life. First, the speaker imagines himself as late autumn, the last leaves clinging to nearly bare branches, the season just on the edge of winter. It's a metaphor of visible aging, the outward signs that life's vitality has diminished. Then he shifts to twilight, that fleeting moment between day and night. This metaphor is quieter, more intimate. The fading of light suggests the fading of strength or possibility. And finally, he likens himself to the dying embers of a fire, warmth that remains, but only because the ashes now cradle and protect what little flame is left. Taken together, these images trace a movement from the external to the internal, from the body to the spirit. Shakespeare doesn't present aging as something to hide or apologize for. Instead, he offers it as an honest invitation. This is who I am. This is where I am in my life. See me clearly. And here lies the sonnet's emotional brilliance. By exposing his vulnerability, the speaker creates a deeper, more urgent kind of love in the person who beholds him. The recognition of scarcity, of time, of youth, of possibility, doesn't diminish love. It intensifies it. We cherish most fiercely the things we know we cannot keep. The poem argues quietly but powerfully that mortality is not the enemy of love, but one of its engines. Knowing that our time is limited makes affection sharper, gratitude fuller, and devotion more deliberate. Love becomes not something assumed, but something chosen again and again in the face of impermanence. Sonnet 73 endures because it speaks to one of the deepest truths of being human, that aging is inevitable, but love, especially love grounded in honesty and acceptance, can become more profound as life seasons turn. Shakespeare offers us a tender vision of connections strengthened, not weakened, by the passage of time. Thank you for listening. Join me tomorrow as Love Poetry Month continues here on the Porcupine Presents.